Hey guys, Coach Jason, I hope you're doing well. So, if you've been following my most recent videos, I've gone over summer-based training programs at the high school level, incoming soft junior seniors, and I've already put out a video for incoming college freshmen and incoming college sophomores. Today's video, I'm going to go over incoming college juniors. So you can see the progression in training volume over the summer, okay, to help get ready for the cross-country season. Now, again, I say this in my other videos, a lot of college programs will give detailed training programs or somewhat detailed training programs to the athletes to follow. Some don't. So this could be a nice template for people to utilize or compare what they're already doing, especially a good template for folks that don't have a structured training program to follow over the summer. This will definitely help you get ready for the cross-country season. Okay, now again, these are estimates in terms of volume. I keep my mileage levels at a moderate level. Some people, need less. Some people need more. It's completely up to you as to whether you feel is most appropriate for yourself and your athletes. Okay, you know better than I would about your athletes, but I have tried and experimented and tested these programs with success at all levels. I have competed and coached at the high school, college, and post-collegiate levels. I'm a USATF certified distance coach. My credentials in the YouTube profile. I'm also a Wharton certified musculoskeletal and flexibility therapist. So my goal is to help you run fast and stay healthy at the same time. Okay, so with that, let's take a look at the training program here. Okay, and this is provided that your athletes or you have already taken a couple weeks of off or easy after the season, and obviously we've had a little bit of a longer break right now with no races going on because of COVID-19. So this gives you an opportunity to take a look and observe and digest the training and see what works for you or make it work for you. Okay, week one. As a disclaimer too, I put an off day here every other week for the most part. Okay, that's generally how I lay out the training for the most part. Yeah, and then you'll see a couple a week where it's a consecutive off day, but aside from that, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so week one, Monday 6 miles, Tuesday 7 miles, Wednesday 6 miles, Thursday 7 miles, Friday 6 miles, Saturday 8 miles. Sunday 4 miles. Relatively, it's just straightforward, just mileage. This first 4-week block is all mileage, just kind of gradually building back to a relatively decent mileage level. And again, I keep my mileage numbers somewhat moderate because it's much easier to add volume with morning runs and so on and so forth than it is to have to scale back because you got hurt or sick. Okay, I'd rather be in a position where you can do more instead of have to do less. Okay. Week two, 7 miles Monday, 8 miles Tuesday, 9 miles Wednesday, 8 miles Thursday, 8 miles Friday, 10 miles on Saturday, off day on Sunday. Okay, off day every 14 days just to give the legs a little bit of a breather, particularly if you're training in the summer where the weather's hot. Okay. Week three, 8 miles Monday, Tuesday, 10 miles. Then we're going to do 7 by 50 meter strides on the back end. Okay, after the run, just to get your legs turning over a little bit. 8 miles Wednesday, 10 miles Thursday, 8 miles Friday, and then 7 by 50 meter strides again. 12 miles Sunday, 12 miles Saturday, 4 miles on Sunday. Okay, we're gradually building the long runs. I've mentioned this in my other videos, the way I generally have a recommended kind of volume range for collegiate females since they're going up in distance from 4K to 5K to 6K. I generally recommend 50 for freshmen, 60 for sophomores, 70 for juniors, 80 for seniors, max volume, okay? But in some cases, people do more. Some cases, people do less. That's completely up to you. For the college men, I recommend 60 for the freshmen, 70 for sophomores, 80 for juniors, and 90 for seniors. And again, I have the long runs at 20% of the weekly volume, so they will reflect that on the schedule here, okay? So that reflects the 60 mile per week estimate for the men. It would be 10 miles for the women. Okay. Week 4, 8 miles Monday, 10 miles Tuesday, 7 by 100 meter strides. So we got a little bit longer now. Jog equal, walk equal, totally fine. 10 miles Wednesday, 9 miles Thursday, 8 miles Friday, and then 7 by 100 meter strides again with a jog equal recovery. 14 miles on the long run or 12 miles for the women. On Saturday, Sunday off day. Okay. Gradually just beefing up the long run and kind of adding a little bit of mileage here and there. So this first 4 weeks was dedicated to mileage. Okay, just get back into a rhythm of consistent running and add some strides in there. Now we'll transition to a little bit of speed development and a little bit of quality. We'll incorporate a little bit of tempo and threshold in there, but nothing crazy. Monday, this is week 5. Monday, 8 miles. Tuesday, 10 miles, 7 by 100 meter uphill runs now, okay? So I say this in all my videos. You're staying upright, but you're leaning into the hill. Pump your arms, lift your knees, okay? This is accelerated running. This is a good way to build leg power for middle distance and distance runners, okay? A very important part of the training. Even if you're training for the marathon, okay? Jog equal. To jog back down, you go right back up. 10 miles Wednesday, 8 miles Thursday. Friday, 3-mile warm-up. You can do drills and strides if you need to. 16 minutes at tempo pace, okay? I say this in my other video. So whatever you ran for 3 kilometers, or approximately 3 kilometers, or your 3K equivalent to your mile or 1,500, or your 3K equivalent to the 5K that you ran most recently. You add, and let's keep it at 3K. Tempo pace is about 40 to 45 seconds slower per mile than your 3K, okay? Threshold is going to be about 30 seconds, 35 seconds slower per mile than your 3K, okay? So the threshold running will be slightly faster than tempo running, so, okay? But if you see down below, I have a video on not only a 1-mile time trial, but how the equivalents per 3K, 5K, and 800, 400, so it'll help you kind of determine much easier. I also have a video on how to set the appropriate training paces and pace ranges based on what you've run, okay? So it'll help you calculate your paces a little bit easier. Okay, so 16 minutes tempo, 3-minute active recovery, and 7 by 100 meter strides on the flat to complement the uphill ones early in the week. Jog equal recovery, 3 miles on the back end. Okay, 14 miles on Saturday, 5 miles on Sunday. Week 6, 8 miles Monday. Tuesday, 10 miles, 8 by 100 meter uphill runs, and we added 1 hill. Right, same exact intensity, same focus. Jog equal recovery. 11 miles on Wednesday, 9 miles on Thursday. Okay, Friday, 3 miles. Again, warm up, drill strides if you need. 4 by 400 meter efforts at threshold pace. So we broke up the 16 minutes into 4 pieces, which is why you can run about 10 minutes per mile faster. You can take a 1-minute active recovery, okay? And then on the back end, you're going to run 7 by 100 meter strides flat on the flats with a jog equal recovery, and then 3 miles on the back end. 16 miles on Wednesday, okay? 16 miles on Saturday for the long run. And this is provided your volume will be at 80 miles, or approximately 80 miles. 15 if you're at 75, 14 if you're at 70, and so on, okay? Off on Saturday. 8 miles on Monday, 10 miles on Tuesday, 7 by 150 meter uphill runs now. So you just add a little bit of volume, the same exact intensity, same focus. Jog equal recovery, come right back up. 11 miles Wednesday, 10 miles Thursday, 3 miles on Friday, 19 minutes at tempo. Okay, so we're adding 3 minutes to the tempo, okay? Same pace as before, as 2 weeks ago. Take a 3-minute active recovery, okay? And then 7 by 150 meter efforts on the flats, okay? Jog equal, or jog 150 meters, and then 3 miles on the back end. 16 miles on Saturday, off on Sunday. So we have the consistent off day every other week, but we had it every week this particular cycle. I will say one thing for your middle distance athletes who happen to be running cross country, some of them might not be able to do 16 minutes consecutively or 19 minutes consecutively. You could break it up into 2 pieces. 2 by 8 minutes, or 2 by 9.5 minutes. That's a way of doing it for your middle distance runners. But the distance folks should be able to handle this. Okay, it's longer, it's shorter and slower than the races. Okay, which should be. Okay, it should be slower. Eventually, it'll get longer than the races, but the paces still should be slower. Okay, so we've added some threshold and tempo and some hills. Okay, and we've kind of leveled off with the volume. Okay, now we're going to go to the last 3 weeks. Okay, Monday on week 8, 8 miles. Okay, Tuesday 10 miles, 5 by 200 meter uphill runs afterward. Same exact emphasis, same speed, intensity. You jog back down, you repeat. Okay, the hills are just getting longer. 11 miles Wednesday, 10 miles Thursday. Friday 3 miles, 7 by 3-minute efforts at threshold. Okay, so the same exact threshold pace as these 4 by 400 meter efforts. We're going 6 to 7 by 300 meter efforts at threshold with a 1-minute recovery. 4 by 200 meters on the back end, and you could do your 200 meter efforts from like 3K down to mile pace. Nothing crazy, okay? With a jog equal recovery and then 3-mile cool down. 14 miles Saturday, 6 miles on Sunday. Week 9, 8 miles on Monday, Tuesday, 10 miles, 6 by 200 meter uphills with a jog equal recovery. So we added 1 rep to the uphill runs. Same exact emphasis, okay? These hills are the same intensity. They'll gradually get a little bit faster, but the emphasis is just going longer and longer up the hills, okay? Adding volume. Jog equal recovery. 12 miles on Wednesday at Siam is kind of a semi-long run during the week. 10 miles on Thursday. Friday, 3 miles, and then we're going to do a 22-minute tempo or 2 by 11-minute tempo at the same exact tempo pace as the 19 and the 16-minute efforts. Okay, just getting longer. We have 3 minutes every time. Okay, and then 6 by 200 meter efforts on the back end with a jog equal recovery from 3K down to mile pace on the flats, and then 3-mile cool down. 16 miles on Saturday, off day on Sunday. Okay, now is week 10. This is essentially the final week before preseason or before the season starts or whatever. Okay, 8 miles Monday, 10 miles on Tuesday, 5 by 100 meter uphill, 5 by 100 meter on the flat, all jog or equal recovery. 12 miles Wednesday, 6 miles Thursday, and Friday. The reason why I gave you established paces here so that your athletes are all progressing at the appropriate rate, so that they're ready to do what we have here, which is a 3-mile warm-up, drills and strides, 2 or 3 by 200 meters at threshold pace with a 200 meter jog recovery. It's just to get the legs moving and the heart rate up. And then we're going to run a 3K time trial, okay? And we're going to see where everybody's 3K is at. I mentioned this in my other videos too. If you have middle distance runners, they can do a mile time trial if you don't want them to have a 3K time trial. You can have the women do a mile or a 3K. It really depends on what you want them to do. But the 3K will give you an idea of their aerobic strength and fitness, okay? And you can utilize the mile equivalent of the 3K as to how to set the appropriate training paces. You watch the videos down below of 1 mile time trial and setting the appropriate training paces, okay? So that everybody's training in their appropriate pace ranges. You don't want people training at people much faster than them and expecting to hang on for dear life, because recovery is not going to be the same. And if you want to have a closer gap between 1 and 5 or 1 and 7 at the end of the cross-country season or when it counts, you want to make sure that everybody's training at the appropriate training paces, because if they are, you'll see bigger jumps in improvement from the athletes, particularly ones in the back. The people in the front are going to generally be the people on the front, but those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 athletes are the ones who benefit a ton from training in the right training zone, right paces, okay? So keep that in mind. 3 miles on the back end to cool down, 14 miles on Saturday, 6 miles on Sunday. So this is a laid out 10-week training program, okay, for incoming college juniors. Let me know what you think. If you think it's good and valuable, please click the thumbs up. And again, if you're an athlete or a coach and you want some detailed training videos, really good stuff from 5K all the way up to the marathon, workouts galore, injury prevention, all different types of stuff, training in bad weather, hill running, speed development for distance runners, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. You're not going to want to miss what I already have put out and the videos that I'm going to be putting out. Okay, and the next one, like I said, is going to be incoming college seniors, finishing off college strong. So keep an eye out for that one. That's coming soon. Other than that, be safe under these circumstances. Okay, train well, train smart, but make sure that you're ready, because you can either, when races start, and we're probably not going to know when they start, but we're not going to get much notice when they do, probably. So the best case scenario is to be ready. Just embrace the process, embrace the grind, put in the work, and you'll thank yourself later. So thanks for watching this video. Look out for each other and be healthy, and I'll talk to you next time.